Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have even more information on this ongoing Game Pass. I don't even want to call it drama at this point. It's basically just a catastrophe, where right now, a few actually select countries may not have to go and spend as much money on Game Pass because the government is actually protecting them. Crazy stuff. We're going to go deep dive in that one. Although some of you guys may not even like that news because, once again, some people always get, well, screwed over. Not the funnest news to go cover about. And as well, in case you guys missed it, the former FTC chair is also even calling out Xbox, basically saying that they regretted everything for that deal even being locked on in. And right now, just people are just still mind blown on Xbox. Things have been going crazy. They've somehow even gotten worse. Let's go talk about it. And of course, thank you all for the brand new subscribers. We have a few more Xbox videos, although I would like to work in a little bit more of variety because I don't want to be sitting here being like Xbox bad, Xbox bad, Xbox bad nonstop, because there's probably some good stuff to go cover too. So if you guys don't mind, but this just I'm passionate about talking about this. So if you guys don't mind, subscribe if you guys are new. We have the second channel, Twitter's down below, all that good stuff. And let's dive on into the fact that right now, Microsoft is actually hitting the brakes on some of the Xbox Game Pass price hikes, but it's because it's fully breaking the law in certain regions. Like, this is kind of bonkers. So, as you guys know, we have now seen the ultimate price up to like $30, dude. For day one games, I still have seen so many people complain, think it's overpriced. And I think this is a weird one because there's also a catch. And the catch is going to also play more so upset you guys. Like, think on the terms of drama. So Game Pass Ultimate users in select regions won't have to deal with increased cost with a very ominous ... for now. So as of today, we got more news that basically Microsoft introduced this huge haul of Game Pass that revamped the subscription service with more widespread access to Windows PCs and Xbox Cloud Gaming, whatever, they're trying to push cloud gaming as well, along with their renamed tiers and price hikes to both PC Game Pass and Ultimate. So basically prices went up, we all know about it, have complained about it. The latter of which proved to be extremely controversial, with users unsubscribing so fast that the website even struggled to keep up. Now, in the wake of the gaming community's blistering reaction to the changes, Microsoft is delaying this big $10 Xbox price ultimate price increase, but only in select countries. So right now, the price hike is actually being paused. But for a lot of you users that are in my channel, we have a very large but dominantly American, so shout out to all the American Eagles out there, all of us. But we also have people in the UK and other countries too, so good news for them. Like, I do have people who play video games, believe it or not, in Europe. Who would have thought Europeans play video games? Who would have thought? But so good for you guys. Us in America, we're just gonna, I don't know, just keep taking it, I guess. It's been a rough week for us, especially with the $800 Xbox, PS5 Pros going up in price. The last few weeks in gaming have been a little bit of a slug. So basically, the firm seems to be hitting the brakes on the updated costs in the European countries specifically. Users in the US and UK will still have to pay the new higher price. So hopefully, depending on how I title this video, I don't know what the title's going to be yet. Hopefully no one's going to be like, oh my god, you clickbaited me, because trust me, my dude, I would like for the United States not to spend $30 on Game Pass Ultimate Pro. It's like not even worth it. It's not even worth the news. Not even worth it. So I'm still, as you guys can tell, salty about this. I'm still hurt. Like, I'm not even trying to milk it at this point. Like, like Xbox, I will probably never do Game Pass ever again. I would cry tears of joy if they're like, yeah, we may have overdone it a little bit. Yeah, we should maybe listen to the audience a little bit. Hey, maybe $25, and even then $25 would be a lot of money, but still, like, give like a little bit of pushback. That is a proper business decision where sometimes companies will be like, hey, we're gonna make Netflix $30. Okay, yeah, it's a little expensive. Okay, we'll go to 23. And then a year later, it's back at 30 either way, but like, it is what it is. I hate these greedy corporate. If I could say, what I was going to say. Anyway, so the news came in an email now that Microsoft sent to Game Pass subscribers overnight, informing those in regions where the delay applies that they won't have to pay a steeper cost for now. Very ominous of the for now. Notably, the delay appears to be indefinite, though it's been stressed that it only applies to subscribers that were already signed up for Game Pass Ultimate. So this is the catch too, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. I'm not sure if this applies to us in America. Like, if you currently have a Game Pass subscription, I'm assuming it's going to be auto-updated to the next highest price point whenever it's applicable. Now, obviously, I think if you have, like, multiple tiers, like you stacked your Game Pass until, like, 2030. I saw someone with this screenshot until 2052. If Game Pass even still exists then, God bless you. But those should be fine. Like, you already paid for it. Should be all set to your account. Should be fine. Same with PlayStation people. This is nuts. So at the current time, these increases will only affect new purchases and will not affect your current subscription for the market in which you reside, as long as you are on an auto-reoccurring plan. Explained Microsoft in the email. Should you choose to cancel your plan and repurchase, you will be charged at the new rate. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is actually a bad scheme on their part. Because if we knew that they were locking in price points, I would actually probably keep my Game Pass subscription almost indefinitely. Like, I don't want to have a gamble to say that. It probably wouldn't really work out price-wise, I'm not sure. But let's go and say it was $20 a month, $240, still a lot of money. First, $360. But if I knew the upcoming year was going to be filled with a lot of good games, then, in theory, I'd maybe consider just keeping it. They should have probably, in my honest opinion, put this towards everyone in the United States and the UK as well, because they've been wanting to have their subscriber numbers go up. And obviously, Game Pass is one of those things where even I've said on videos, you subscribe for 1 month, you check out, upcoming Oblivion, you go check out Fallout, you check out, Starfield, you play it for the month, you play Call of Duty for the month, and you dip out. That's what I would always do, and I'm sure Xbox hated me for it. But I was still, I gave them a lot of money over time, I did a lot of months overall. If they want to keep their sub numbers going up and having a lot of good faith, it would have been really nice if they were like, hey, we'll give you a year if you want to lock in, or whoever keeps their reoccurring price point, you get to keep it. That'd be cool. So it seems like right now in Europe, these crazy European countries with slightly better consumer rights, at least in terms of gaming, if you keep your sub, it will keep that price point. We're not sure exactly how it's going to work because they're even mentioning auto renewal and plans. I'm not really super sure. But either way, this says, recently you may have heard about changes to the price of Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. At this time, these increases will only affect new purchases and will not affect your current subscription for the market in which you reside, as long as you are on an auto-recurring plan. Should you choose to cancel your plan and repurchase, you'll be charged at the new current rate. If for any reason there may be changes to your existing account, we will notify you at least 60 days in advance, and you will only have the option to cancel or change your subscription plan at any time. Thank you again for being an Xbox Game Pass subscriber. We'll continue to strive, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, right now I'm a little bit upset because Game Pass is still kind of on the rough end. So the company went on to promise that users in markets where the increase has been delayed will be notified about the end of that holdup or any other adjustments to the Game Pass pricing 60 days in advance. So at least that means that right now people have 2 months for it. Once again, though, more in prior regions, so it kind of sucks. It sounds like there are regulations on subscription services cost adjustments that force the company's hand, and that delay is not in response to scathing negative feedback. So even though everyone's all hyped up for this stuff or whatever, this is because it's a legal issue. So they're saying, yeah, will they backpedal the price hike? Probably. The delay is good news for anyone who's in a few select countries where it's applicable. But that said, it's also disappointing for those that aren't, leaving many to wonder if Microsoft will be open to reconsidering the price hike. They really should. It's just too much money. I think I've seen so many people still complain, cancel. I've had people still upset, and rightfully so. I'm really not sure what Xbox is thinking here. This is horrible. They really went way too much money. The delay is good news for anyone who's in those select countries. With that said, it's also disappointing for those that aren't. So if you're American like me, let me know. Leaving many to wonder if Microsoft will be open to reconsidering the price hike in any way beyond what this law takes. And it just sucks. It really just is so much money. It's a big jump. $10 subscriptions, no matter who you are, is going to eat the box a little bit and make a lot of people second guessing why they have it. And even still, we have people like the former FTC chairs that are blaming this price hike on the size of Microsoft, and as well the fact that this Activision deal even went through. There was a lot of government pushback. The United States as well was very against it. A lot of these big government bodies did not want it because it would turn into a monopoly. And they kept on trying to be oh, we're this tiny consumer, we're this tiny whatever. And while in theory they were smaller than both PlayStation and the Switch, at the end of the day, it wasn't it's Microsoft. They're bigger than all these companies combined. That's just how big Microsoft is. So these big game companies are you can completely price people out. You can ruin people, and it kind of seems like they kind of are. A $30 Game Pass, $80 video games, they try to do it. Xbox consoles at $800, Activision employees losing their jobs, Xbox studios getting shut down. And while it may be good for the business overall, for the consumer, it's really bad. This also puts PlayStation in the #1 spot, and that leaves, once again, less competition. So I kind of agree. The government is calling out Xbox. Former government being hey, bro, this should have never gone through, and I kind of agree. I'm okay with it now, I guess. But yeah, this it really is changing the trajectory of gaming, where it seems like PlayStation's kind of the good guys. Like surprisingly, like Switch tried to raise up costs, $80 games without really wanting it. Game Pass subscriptions going up $30, and PlayStation still has increased their price of games and as well their consoles, but it seems like they're doing it at least at like a pretty chiller pace, at least in comparison to Xbox. So I would love your thoughts. Like I said, the government bodies are saying this is not okay, that these price hikes are not all right. And like I said, even the former chair, Lena Khan, was calling this out. Microsoft's acquisition of Activision has been followed by significant price hikes and layoffs, harming both gamers and developers. As we've seen across sectors, increasing market consolidation, increasing prices often go hand in hand. And a lot of people are calling out these quotes, 20,000 favorites. This is going viral. Everyone thinks that Xbox is making a massively bad decision, and I do kind of agree. You don't drop $70 billion to not make that money back, but they're also completely losing the goodwill of Xbox that I've been covering throughout this week. Subscribe if you guys agree. Give me your thoughts down below. Would love to read it all. And of course, check out the Twitters and Twitches and everything else too. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching.